Hey everyone, it's Lindsay and welcome to our DIY Dutch Colonial. In today's video, we are going to make over the family room on a budget, and we did it for $148. That is not including the paint sprayer that we bought, so if you want to include those tools, it brings the total to around $400. So this room was part of an addition that was put on the house maybe in the 1940s. I'll link the original house tour above if you want to check it out. They added a doctor's office on the back of the home, and it was also used as a veterinarian's office as well, and we think that this room was the waiting room. It had gorgeous wood paneling, dental molding, wood floors, gas fireplace, but it was so dark, so cave-like, so we really wanted to lighten and brighten it up. So we started by clearing out the room. We took all the furniture out. I think there was a desk in here that I gave away for free on Facebook Marketplace because it was covered in mold, but someone still wanted it. Also a huge area rug in here that was so heavy and it was so full of pet hair, and Rob burned that in the backyard. And I also spent a lot of time scrubbing the walls, the floors, all the surfaces with bleach because the room had a layer of surface mold on it since the house was closed up for a couple of years. We also had our roommate Moses help bring down the door to the family room, and for some reason the door was stored up on the third floor in the crawl space off of Emma's room. We have 3 doors in this room. We call them hidden doors because they are a regular solid wood door, but then it's also covered with a layer of paneling which makes them really heavy, and it also makes them blend into the walls. So this video is sponsored by Clare Paint. If you have not seen the last few makeovers that we've done in this house, I will link a playlist above, but we have done so many videos with Clare Paint and we love their products and their paint so much. They are a 0 VOC paint and Green Guard Gold certified. And you can shop from the comfort of your own home, which makes the process super simple. You can also order contact paper like swatches that are reusable, repositionable. You can stick them to the wall to see what the color will look like on different walls with different lighting, etc. Very handy. So Claire has also introduced 2 new exciting pieces of news over the last few weeks. So the first one is that they now order quart-size containers of paint instead of just the gallon size, which is really handy for those small projects. The second announcement that they made is that they came out with 3 new gorgeous colors. So they have 2 new muted greens, and if you know me, I love greens. It's my favorite color to decorate with. So they have 2 new green colors. One is called Extra Virgin and one is called High Vibe. They're both beautiful muted greens and I can't wait to use them somewhere in this house. And then their third color is a creamy warm white and it's called Like Butter. And so that is what we decided to use in this room to really lighten and brighten up the room. So we started by using Claire's ceiling paint. Believe it or not, this is super crazy, but our ceiling in this room was painted gray. Who does that? It really contributed to the room feeling like it was caving in on us, dark and dreary. And so 3 coats of ceiling paint later, the room felt much more open, much taller, and much brighter. We also got a heavier duty paint sprayer, and so Rob prepped the room, he taped everything off, and then he primed it with the sprayer, and we used Claire's primer.
We should probably get a mask on. And you should probably get out.
It was a pain to use, huge steep learning curve with it, so we decided to just roll the color on. Unfortunately, some of the dark knots in the wood paneling started to come through the primer, but Clare Paint was phenomenal, and they sent some more primer and some more paint so that we would have enough coverage. We did 2 coats on the wall with the new color called Like Butter, and as you can see behind me, it is a gorgeous creamy warm white. The dental molding, and it was a huge pain to do. I sat there with a tiny brush to make sure I got in as many of the crevices as possible, but it's all worth it. It looks great. And because there's so much trim work in the room and so many grooves in the paneling, I decided to just paint everything the same color, the same wall color, including the dental molding and the baseboard trim.
So nervous right now with you watching me.
We also spray painted the fan white to help with opening up the room. And we did want to get a light kit to put a light on the fan since there's no lights in this room. But after going to the store, we decided it was not in the budget because the lights were starting at like $50 and we wanted to keep this as cheap as possible. So that could be a project down the line later.
Show them what you did to fix the fan that I said was broken.
Oh, there's a switch on the side.
Right over here. It was stuck in the middle. Mm-hmm. Good catch.
Rob also did a lot of impressive electrical work. So he added these really fancy outlets to the wall above the mantle and to the left wall on the side of the mantle so that we could mount the TV and we could also mount some of the TV equipment. Got it. It's also not orange, it's yellow. You said bright orange. It is yellow.
I was thinking yellow.
And copper and black and white.
You know what? It's a big bright. Oh, you're filming. Turn it off so I can get mad. I'm frustrated right now.
Why?
These wires are being difficult.
Originally we had the TV on our TV table blocking the fireplace, so it was a couple feet in front of the fireplace, and just putting the TV up on the wall really opened up the space even more. We got a few feet of living space back. So the TV table is a buffet that we used in our last house, and it was featured in our last living room makeover, which I'll link above. And for those of you wondering about the fireplace, it is a gas fireplace. It does work according to our inspection, but it is really old and probably not all that safe to use. All of the other decor are items that we already had. I didn't go out and buy anything new. So the curtain rods and curtains you might have recognized from several of my other homes, but they're originally from Target, and the curtains are from IKEA.
See, up here, like it looks crooked. I mean, okay, it is crooked. From here it looks crooked, but as you've taught me, okay, once you put it on the wall, it's gonna disappear.
bulky chairs in this room also fold out into twin beds, which is really handy. And those were passed on to us from my parents when they downsized, but they're originally from IKEA. And the couch is originally from Pottery Barn, but I got it off of Facebook Marketplace for around $300. And I love that all the furniture has slip covers, so easy to clean and maintain. Black and white photos I took with a camera and developed in a darkroom back in college when I took a photography class. And the chalkboard window artwork behind me, you may recognize that from my master bedroom makeover for my mobile home, and it was my favorite piece that I did for that room. So I'm very glad to use it in here, even though Rob thinks that it's really girly.
I remember like when you used to say hang something, it was like 7-hour ordeal.
And it was so crooked. Cut to Drew's bedroom makeover.
I mean, that's good enough for government. It's not straight, but he won't know. I mean, it's more level than anything in this house. Then I've been saying close enough ever since. I mean, that's what you said when I asked you to marry me. You were like, close enough. Like all cattywampus?
How do I spell that for the caption? And with that, I'll leave you with the really dark before footage and follow it up with the nice bright and airy after footage. Leave a comment down below with your favorite part of the room. We hope you have a great week. Bye.
You lied to me! I did. You lied. Yeah. So nice. Watch this when you close this.
It's brighter in here.
What are the photos from? Oh, photos.
That's a great question. These photos were taken by the prettiest photographers on there.
Yeah, but
C, definitely C.
It's a C?
Definitely C. That's
Is
independent.
it like cat, like a cat, or catty with
Catty,
a D?
C-A-T-T-Y.
Not D-G-Y?
No. No. Where do you get these spellings from? It's definitely C-A-T-T-Y. And then like womp. Like womp. So W-H-O-M-P. Us. U-S. Cattywampus.
What's your favorite part of the room, Sayla?
I like every single part.
Why are you crying?
My eyes water a lot when I have allergies.
What are allergies?
When you're allergic to something,
Like what?
pollen.
Poland.
Always be there.